Alrighty, and then it's Troy Polamalu's 40th birthday today, and man, oh man, I will never pass up an opportunity to show some freaking Troy Polamalu highlights. Probably my favorite kind of vintage, if we call him that. Not trying to be disrespectful out here, but kind of my favorite vintage kind of defensive player in the NFL history. Now we've got some kind of corners and safeties that are kind of, doing not exactly what Troy Polamalu can do, because we're going to watch these highlights in a second. A nice little minute highlight tape on this man. But, we get the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. We get Minkah Fitzpatrick. We kind of get Jamal Adams, who kind of replicate their game a little bit to what Troy Polamalu does. Obviously, they're not as good as Troy Polamalu does, because let's just roll these highlights, because this man is just a freak athlete. A one-handed interception, right? Just like that. No problem. Just goes up. Most defensive backs can't even catch the ball. That's why they play defense. This man's going up one-handed, securing a catch for the interception. Absolutely magnificent. And not only can he do that, he can time the snap just right, so he jumps over it and brings down a quarterback for a sack on a QB sneak. When has a quarterback ever gotten sacked on a QB sneak? Troy Polamalu just wrote the blueprint. You jump over the pile. You time the snap count right. Not only was this man a freak athletically, but he was getting it done. He knew, he was studying the film. He knew the cadence on the field. He was getting it done. And look at this one. A diving interception. The Bills player having the ball in his hands, but then he just goes and gets lower. The low man wins. That's what you hear all the time on the line in football, and this man is bringing that kind of mentality to the defensive back position. Low man wins. Well, I'll get even lower than this wide receiver diving for a ball, and I'll go and have a pick on the goal line. Absolutely fantastic. Laying it all out on the line, night in, game out, doesn't matter. Man, oh man, what kind of determination, what kind of skills, what kind of talent. And then here he is, knocking down the $200 million man, the $100 million man here, Joe Flacco. Knocking the ball out of his hands. He can blitz, he can jump, he can undercut, he can return it to the house. Pick 6 against the Bengals. Look at these trash old uniforms by the Bengals. Absolutely garbage here. That's why they threw a pick 6. And is that Carson Palmer throwing a shoulder into Troy Polamalu? You think Troy Polamalu is going to go down by just a little bit of a shoulder tug? No, come on, a little bit of a shoulder tap. Come on, do better. Do better, Carson Palmer, damn you. Don't disrespect one of the GOATs like that. Another great interception here. The ball hawking ability. Here we go against the Colts once again. Just able to kind of scoop and score another touchdown for the defender. And look at this, folks. Once again, defensive players can't even catch balls, and this man's making one-handed, last second, slide my hand like Indiana Jones did under the door right before it officially freaking closed and I was sealed into this tomb for the rest of my life. He comes in and gets his fingers underneath at the last second to make the interception. And here we go, another one leaping over his own players to make a pick. Surefire, and all these are like one-handed. Every single diving pick of this man is one-handed. Just absolutely, folks, I can't speak more highly of a player than I can of Troy Polamalu. One of the best defenders to ever do it. He won the rings, he had the accolades, he has the stats, he has the big moments, he's got the highlight package. He is a true player out here. I'll say it, I don't care. Troy Polamalu is my favorite defensive player of all time in the NFL. I've got no problem saying that. And now we've kind of got this young group that I kind of, said a little bit early on. Tyrann Mathieu, Jamal Adams, Minkah Fitzpatrick, who collectively don't even still come up to what Troy Polamalu can do by himself, but man, oh man, they do their best impression of him, and that's why I love watching those guys on Sundays. But man, oh man, there will never be, well, I hope there is another person like Troy Polamalu, because I can go another 15 years watching this man live, absolutely. But man, oh man, happy birthday to one of the GOATs, a true legend, a true winner, a true competitor, and like I said, one of the best defenders to ever play the game. So happy birthday, Troy Polamalu. Absolutely love. I could watch these highlights every single day, folks. I truly could. Just wonderful.